Testing. Back. Hope you guys love the lovely sound of my voice. Are we back? I think we're back. I see the record light on. And I actually hear game audio this time, so I think we're good. Sorry about that, Twitch. Sorry about that, YouTube. I'll try. I don't know. I don't know why I've been having this issue with sometimes some of my streams. It's very annoying. I wish I was smarter with my tech, but whatever. We're back. I guess this is part B. We already went through that back in part A. You didn't miss anything. We're talking about games. Welcome back, my lovely connoisseur of the culture. For those that need the reminder, or maybe those who haven't watched part A and are just jumping to part B, I'd ask you to watch part A because the context is going to be very crucial. But the Cliff Notes version is, this episode I'm talking about a lot of announced games that's coming out either this year or 2026. And I'm basically just yay, naying, or just glossing over and then seeing if you guys in chat are interested. At the same time, I was told to do a Fusion of the episode, so while I wait to make sure chat is nice and back, I am going to go to the World of Shadows and do this Demon of the Episode thing.
Welcome to the World of Shadows, where demons gather.
I was talking, the last thing we talked about at the end of part A was that I was talking about this game called Planet of Lana. I have no idea what it is, but according to Mixio, it's a short game that has really good music, and it's a puzzle platformer, which I do like those. So, depending on the circumstance, I might look into that after the stream as well, or in the future, in the hopefully soon future, and then maybe give it a shot. It might be a one visit. I don't know. We'll see. It depends on the circumstances. But let me just go register this really quickly. So, also, at the end of it, Mixio, of all people, bless his beautiful soul, well, bless their beautiful soul, I shouldn't get gender assume, will give me the luxury of giving me a number. As you guys on YouTube know, I've been trying to rely on chat to tell me about what the Demon of the Episode is. So, while I just go scroll up back in the comments section, back in part A, I'm going to get ready to do the Demon of the Episode. Let's see. Mixio said to do from the top, number 11, not special. Okay, so from the top, not special. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, okay. I love Alliot. Bet, for sure. I love Alliot. It's one of my favorite demons. I really like Alliot a lot, actually, so I'm actually great for you. Mexio, you've got good taste, my friend. I love this demon a lot. I've gone on record and said it. Let's see. We gotta make Alliot good, then. We can't just give you the normal stuff. We gotta make you expensive. What did you just say? It's like, yeah, I gotta make him expensive. Let's see. What do we give you? This, 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 and the skill is going to be replaced soon. I guess this.
Is this demon to your liking?
Yes, it is. Shout out to you, Mixio. Thank you for making Alliot. I'm so also glad that it didn't give me a fusion accident. And then we'll keep going with our chat after this. What demon we get? Oh, a good one, Mixio. You got me, Alliot. I love this demon. I honestly, I'm not joking. I like her a lot. No, fortunately, you didn't get Alice. But per your request, you chose 11 from the top, non-special. At least I'm pretty sure that said a no, right? Yeah, non-special. Wait, why are you crying? I love Alliot. Alliot's a really good demon. One of the best support demons to me. Let's see. Let's give you this. Don't need Tetrakarn because who cares? Energy drain? Okay. I like Alliot. I like Alliot. And those in Twitch, if you ever wanted to be the one responsible for the demon episode, you know what you gotta do. Just hop on the chat, give me a number, top from bottom, say non-special or special. We go from there.
Return
And as usual, this demon will not be leaving my party. I love Ali, and I'm actually glad with it, because I need more support demons in this. So while I arrange some things around, we're going to go back to that list. So yeah, like we talked about, at the end of last episode, I don't know what Planet of Lana is, but I was told it's interesting, so I might give it a shot, especially if it's interesting, and hopefully not terribly too expensive. We'll see. Definitely going to look at it with open mind, especially if it's a short game, too, because more games I could beat on my roster, that way people are like, wow, V beat a lot of games. It makes me happy. Be hard, and this. There we go. Done. Alright, let's get back to it. Oh, and for those invested in the story, we're just rushing through the Shakan, because I flipping hate the Shakan. Wait, are we going the right place? Okay, this right way. Alright. But yeah, Planet of Lana, Children of the Leaf, coming out 2026. And if it's interesting, maybe I'll consider looking up Planet of Lana and checking out the first game. Ugh, get out of the way. Anyway, I'm going back to the list. Let's see what else we got. After I just simply run for you. Honestly, after what you bought recently, I doubt any game would be too expensive for you. What do you mean what I bought recently? My rich streamer? Me? I wish I were rich. I got $10.28 to my name right now. What do you mean rich? I'm struggling just to get these Final Fantasy Magic cards that I'm gonna have to see if I can borrow some money from friends. Actually, I can't do that. I hate borrowing from friends. What do you mean? What thing did I do made you think that I was rich? Hunter Lion Last Defense Academy Special. Oh. Okay, well, yes, that was $140. But that wasn't just money I just snapped my fingers and had, you know. That took a while. Like, I'm not made of money, and unfortunately, my job is not really all that good, so... One of those crappy jobs that I can't talk about because they're like, you can't talk about your job if you're on, like, any kind of social media platforms, because blah, blah, blah. I'm not gonna get into it. But what matters is, yes, it was $140, that special edition. But to be fair, the game is really pretty, and I really want to do another episode of it. Whatever, I'm not rich. I'm moving on. I'm gonna look up Children of Lana, Planet of Lana, and then we'll look into it later. But anyway, I'm moving on. Let's go into the other list. What's next? Next is Aphelion by Don't Nod, a sci-fi action adventure game for PS5, Xbox, and PC. Oh yeah, I did see that trailer. So, that's an interesting trailer. It's some like astronaut lady that I guess she's crash landed on a planet, and she's trying to like reunite with someone, I guess. I don't really. Oh, the game's called Aphelion. How do I spell this? Aphelion. A cinematic science fiction third-person action-adventure game that'll be coming in 2026, which apparently is made in collaboration with the European Space Agency. Well, actually, that is interesting. The only thing I have here is stranded on a frozen planet, astronaut Ariane, or Ariane. No, I think it's pronounced Ariane. Must brave rugged landscapes and shifting realities to rescue her wounded partner, Thomas. This action-packed science fiction adventure blends exploration, traversal, and tense stealth gameplay. Interesting. Apparently you're exploring this giant planet, but you're not alone. Something lurks beneath the icy lands beneath. I don't know much about this. I remember seeing the trailer, and I mean, it's fascinating that it's done by... it's worked in collaboration with the European Space Agency. That fascinates me. But I don't really know much about this game. It looks interesting. I might watch gameplay of it. That seems like it'd be in my interest. Okay, I'll give it a yay. And I'm assuming while I'm talking about these games, either some of you guys know what I'm talking about, or you're looking it up. Yeah, I don't know what Aphelion is, but I like the name. Sounds cool. Which way do I go from here? This way? That way. Wait, no, not this way. Which way do I go from here? Wrong way. Flip. God, I forgot how much I hate Shakan. Ah, whatever. Moving on. And no, I'm not fighting these guys. It's a waste of time. I just want to beat Shakan. I hate this place. This and the Demon King's castle are trash, and you know it. Let's see, is it this way I have to go? Yeah. Nope, too slow. Anyway, I already said grounded. Oh, actually, this game did catch my interest. This game's called Clockwork Revolution. Now, I think the reason why I'm interested in is, at the time of this video, I'm currently streaming this game franchise called Prince of Persia. And I don't know much of this game, but I guess the guy in it has the power to mess with time. And it actually looks kind of interesting. Like, I've never really been one to, like, care about time mechanics and shenanigans in a game. Okay. But it does look interesting. Like, it looks like you have the power to fast forward, travel between past and present. Oops. I think the thing that caught my interest was, it's a first-person shooter, but, and I know everyone's just like, wait, I thought you didn't like shooters. I don't really care for it much, but what I do find interesting is the aspect of, at one moment in the game, the main character like shoots somebody and then he just rewinds time to make the bullets go through them again. I was like, that's kind of raw, not gonna lie. Hate this dungeon, hate this dungeon, hate this dungeon. We can skip this and I can go to the next one. Oh yeah, I was actually wanting to look up something about this. I have no idea about this game other than it caught my interest because one of the people working on it was the same people who worked on Pokemon. So they announced this game called Beast of Reincarnation. And the reason why the only reason it caught my interest was because the developer Game Freak is working on this. Game Freak, who, unless I'm thinking, unless there's some second Game Freak company out there that I don't know of, I'm pretty sure it's the people that worked on Pokemon that are working on this game. But it's interesting to me. It looks cool. I'm pretty. I don't know. Like I'm looking at the image right now. I didn't see the trailer, but it looks different, at least from the images I see here. And again, Pokemon. The people who worked on Pokemon made this game, alongside this other company called Fictions, with an S. So we're gonna see if it's good or bad together. How do I activate this? There we go. Let's see. Overview of the game. In post-apocalyptic Japan, a land ruined by corruption and crawling with monstrous beasts, humanity's last hope may rest with Emma, an outcast cursed as a blighted one, and Ku, her loyal companion. Survive a journey across an ominous, ever-changing world where dangerous forests can erupt in the wasteland. As Emma and Ku push deeper into the unknown, their bonds strengthen, and with it, strange powers bloom. Explore what it means to be a human in Beast of Reincarnation, an expansive, one-person, one-dog action RPG built around demanding technical combat. What awaits at the journey's end? I have no idea, but honestly, again, what threw me for a loop is Pokemon. The people who worked on Pokemon made this game. So I'm gonna have to check out the trailer for that eventually, because, well, I'm a sucker for Pokemon, so I'm a sucker for, well, pets in general. Go from there. Freaking hate this dungeon. Yeah, skip. Is that the one for the item? Yes, cool. Right, now how do I get to that one? I need to activate that. Come on, V, you've only done this like several times. You should know how this layout goes. Except for the fact that I don't. This way? Yeah, got it. As soon as I complain about it. Wait, what? Oh, above me. Okay. Demon walks on hollow ground, then Kadishu means devoted one. Blah, 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 blah. Don't care. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. What's next? Next is... Oh, I still need to get into this franchise. I'm gonna probably make people really upset with me or really happy that I don't know this franchise that well. But there's this game franchise called Ninja Gaiden. I'm aware of the franchise, but I'll be honest with you folks. I, to this day, have not played a Ninja Gaiden game. The only thing I know about it is that apparently it's extremely fun. And what do you mean you hate me? I didn't even do anything yet. Like, I heard the game was fun. Okay. So, I'm gonna give you guys... It's not really a major serious deal, but it's a very dumb, petty reason why I haven't done this game just yet. So... I never messed with Ninja Gaiden, but I heard they were extremely fun, but extremely, like, challenging. And I wanted to play it. And yes, I will say, as the cultured mindset, I think it was the second or third game, because it had, like, a bunch of really cute girls in it. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. I get to play a ninja, chop up people, and I get to hang out with cute ninja girls. Sign me up. But I wasn't allowed to play it when I was young. And then... I don't know later on when it happened, but there was this game called Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword. I think I remember that's the title for DS. Yeah, it was called Dragon Sword because of the DS. And I really wanted to play it because I was allowed to play it because Nintendo didn't really make M-rated games as far as I'm aware of. So I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome. And I remember getting a copy and I lost the copy. To this day, never played Ninja Gaiden. I was so upset. I was just so angry. And I told my folks, and they're like, oh, we'll help you get another copy. Never happened. Never got a copy of Dragon Sword again. So, that just was nothing but a memory. And I guess I just kind of gave up. I don't really know. How do you lose a game? I don't really remember. I was really young. Ugh. Frick you guys. Plus, those DS cartridges are small, man. Like... You stuff them in your jeans, those things are lost, especially if you, like, I don't know, I probably played around with it. I honestly don't remember how I lost it. I just remember losing it. And I remember the feeling of feeling so devastated. I don't know how I lost the game. I do not know, but I know I lost it. Because I still remember throwing in my room, like, you never, when you're a kid and you're trying to find something, you ever, like, just tear your room apart? You toss clothes over there, you toss toys to the right, you knock over everything because you're trying to look around frantic for something. That was me. I remember frantically searching for it, and I could not find freaking Dragon Sword. So I just gave up. And I remember my folks were like, we'll help you get another copy. And then again, never happened. So it is what it is. And I know in this day and age, I probably could get a copy of Dragon Sword, but I don't know. What's a good place to start Ninja Gaiden? Like, I at least want to try it, because I heard they're fun. Oh, there was another game, though, that I also wasn't allowed to play, because I was too young. But, I remember... I remember... So, there was... I don't know the storyline of Ninja Gaiden. Like, at all. All I know is that the guy's name is Ryu Hayabusa, that, I know one of the girls' name is Ayame, who's like the Kunoichi, because she's hot as hell. And then... There was another one named Momiji. I know Momiji because she was in Dragon Sword. I remember that. I think that's the Shrine Maiden one, right? I think there was another one too, but I can't remember. Yes, I'm cultured. Sue me. I could start any game, Mixio. I might have to... I don't know. Like, what's the good one? Like, I need a recommendation. But I remember... When I was young... The games are related, but each one's a different story. Oh, okay, so I don't have to worry about, like, spoilers or something if I want to just, like, grab a random game. I guess it depends on, like, what's this want to go for. Well, the reason I bring it up is because the next game on the list is Ninja Gaiden 4. And I thought there was a lot of Ninja Gaidens. For some reason, I thought there was a bunch of Ninja Gaidens in the series, but whatever. I know a streamer played, I think it was the third one, Razor's Edge, I think it's called, but... Again, I haven't really played Ninja... I haven't yet, to this day, at the time of this video, I've not played a single Ninja Gaiden game. I don't know much of it. I've seen gameplay, and it looks fun. It looks like hack and slashy, so like God of War. Or, what's that one game? I still need to play it. The Devil May Cry games. I still need to play those games. I think I played one on channel before. I really should play them, because I heard those games were fun, too. And I know everyone's gonna be like, V, you've never played Devil May Cry? It's like, yeah, I haven't. I haven't played Devil May Cry. I know of them. Yeah, I haven't played Ninja Gaiden. Go ahead, sue me. Oh, dude, I could have made that lame. Whatever. But back to Ninja Gaiden. So, when I was young, there was this one game that I think it was called Ninja Gaiden Z. I think it was. I don't know. I don't really remember the game. But the only thing I remember was it was on 360. It was when I first got a 360. And I really wanted to play it because I think I liked the art style of it looking like a comic book. And I couldn't convince my parents to like let me get a copy. So I did something really bad. I tried to get my uncle to do it. And he was like, only if you like get straight A's to school. I was like, oh, bet. I'll do it. Thanks, Unc. And then my uncle got me a copy. And then he was like, okay, but I have to watch it with you. And I still remember. It wasn't the exact minute I loaded up. But like, I remember it was going to be it was going to be Saturday, my day off from school. I was going to spend the day staying home playing it. I remember that Friday night going to bed. But I guess I left the Ninja Gaiden game like out in like the open because I woke up to my mom coming in and waking me up. It's like, wait, what are you doing with this? It's like, what? It's like, what did I tell you? You're not old enough for this. And I was like, huh, what? And then I was like half asleep. And then my dad, he came into the room. He was like, I was about to call me dad. He's like, what? My dad was just like in the room too, and I guess okay. I'm not talking ill about my mom and dad, but it was one of those things where if my mom said something, my dad would definitely be like, yeah, no, V, you messed up. You can't do those things. Come on now. And I was like, oh, I got so upset because eventually I found out that my uncle got me the game and I never got to play it, and kind of sucks. But then I do also remember that later on my uncle played it and said, yeah, V, you're not missing anything. I was like, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, no, it sucks. It's not a good game. I was like, really? It's not? It's like, yeah, no, you're wasting your time. Just go play something else. And then I remember getting a copy of 06 for 360, and I ended up just playing that. And, well, I don't need to talk about my days playing 06, so we're gonna move on. But yeah, I think that's the game. And I still don't know. Oh, I think I remember looking it up later in life. And the only thing I remember was that it had a guy with a cybernetic arm. And it had some girl that was actually kind of attractive. I don't really remember anything else. I don't even know, honestly, if that game was good. I can't remember. But I don't know. Maybe it might be interesting to try out as a one visit. Unless it's absolutely bad, then your boy V is definitely not messing with it if it's terrible. Actually, you know what? I might. If it's really bad, it might be funny for a one visit. Oh god, I forget how much I hate this place. How do I get there? I forgot how to do this one. I hate this freaking Shakan. Okay, I think this will... Wow, I need to stop complaining, because every time... Actually, you know what? Maybe I need to start complaining more. Every time I complain about it, I always find a way through. But let's see, what else is next? Next on the list is High on Life 2. I think I've heard of that game. Actually, no, I don't think I have. What is High on Life 2? I don't know High on Life. I guess, like, Planet of Lana, it must have been good enough to get a sequel. I'm just gonna wreck you guys real quick. Oh, still alive? Alright, let's fix that. Can you please? Thank you. Alright, one down. Let's just make sure you really quickly, because I'm strong enough to take you out. Oh yeah, they are going to announce a new Tales of game. Oh wait, they're doing another Tales of Remastered game. I think I've told you guys that I like play Tales of games. Like Vesperia, Xillia, Hearts, Arise. Pretty sure I've said it before on camera. I haven't? Oh, well, yeah, they're remastering another Tales of game. That's a franchise I actually know a good deal about. I may not know much about, Ninja Ninja Gaiden and Devil May Cry and all that jazz. Although I did just watch, I think it was like a Netflix show, and then my friend was like, "No, V, you need to play the games." And I was like, "Is it really that good?" It's like, "No, V, seriously, you need to play Devil May Cry." Quick shout out. I will preface this. I don't know much of Devil May Cry. The only thing I know is that the main protagonist's name is Dante, and I know that he says jackpot a lot, and I saw the meme. I think it was like the old game where I guess he was like in some sort of bar and a bunch of people stabbed him, and I remember being like, what? Oh no, I know why I know Dante. Yeah, because they had a death battle between him and Bayonetta, which I just realized is another game franchise. Man, there's a lot of games I need to play, huh? They had a death battle between him and Bayonetta, and I don't know a thing about Dante and Bayonetta other than Dante's apparently really funny and awesome, and Bayonetta is crazy hot. And I remember playing a little of Bayonetta, but I haven't really, like, I think I did like the first 2 areas, so that might be a one visit in the future, who knows. But I remember seeing like the stats that Death Battle talked about with Dante, and I was like, is this guy like invincible? Like, can he die? Like, he's overpowered. Like, he's got like a sword and guns and devil trigger, demon trigger, whatever it's called, and all these other things. And the reason I bring this up, I'm wrap this up real quick. If you say you haven't played Bayonetta, it's unfollow. Wait, it's unfollow? Okay, well, I've played. Okay, all right. I'm okay. It's honesty time. It was nice watching. No. I will play Bayonetta. I still need to play Bayonetta. I played the first 2 areas, and then we moved, and I never got to play Bayonetta again. And I honestly just kind of like, I don't know, life happened. Like, I think what was I doing when I was around that time? I don't know, I was just playing other RPGs. Like, I don't know what else. I played this one, what was I playing? I think it was more on my DS and 3DS at the time. I will play Bayonetta. I promise I will play Bayonetta. I just need to get my hands on some copies. They have it for like Switch, right? I have it on my wish list. I'll get a copy of Bayonetta for Switch. And my friend said that they'll let me Bayonetta 2, and I think they have a third one, right? They have Bayonetta 2 and 3. I'll play them. I'll play them. Like, I know she's awesome because I played Smash. And again, I saw that death battle between her and Dante, and she looked awesome, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll try it. And I played Bayonetta a little bit. I think it was like the garden area. I think there was a garden area, and the first games for all consoles. Well, what would be the funniest way to play the game is the question. Or what's the best way for a first timer to play Bayonetta? That's the question I want to ask you, Mixio. Because I need to play Bayonetta, and I need to play Devil May Cry. No, I played a little bit of Devil May Cry on stream. I think it was one of my first one visits, although I think that video got taken down. Game starts in the cemetery. No, I'm pretty sure there was like a garden area, right? Like, I'm pretty sure there was a garden that you went to. Wait, wasn't there a garden? I think there was a garden. Maybe I actually didn't play much of Bayonetta. All right, never mind. Okay, so maybe I didn't. Wait, did I not? Okay, maybe I need to play Bayonetta. All right. I could have sworn there was a garden. All right, well, I guess that's gonna be a future series. But to wrap up the Devil May Cry thing, because I'm getting off topic. Yes, I do need to play Bayonetta. I thought there was a garden scene, but according to Mixio, there isn't, which means I don't know what I'm talking about. So I need to play Bayonetta. Sorry for not knowing what Bayonetta is. I know that she's annoying to deal with in Smash Bros, and she's crazy hot, so that's enough for me. And she's tall. Tall, hot girl with guns that I still don't know how she's able to shoot from her feet. I'm assuming the game's gonna tell me. And I remember some of the stats from Death Battle, but it's whatever. But back to Devil May Cry. I need to finish the Devil May Cry thing. I played Devil May Cry because I got my hands. Where'd I go? I went to my retro game store, and they had the collection of Devil May Cry for like, I think $20-some. And I was like, oh, I think that was when I was first doing one visits. How do you request a refund on your subscription? I'm gonna play Bayonetta. Like, I will. I promise. I'll play Bayonetta. I don't know if I'll make it a playthrough. Do you guys want to see me make a playthrough of Bayonetta? How about this? I promise, for Mixio's sake, I will get my hands on a copy of Bayonetta at some point, and I will do a one visit, and I will leave it in you guys. Do you guys want me to play and beat Bayonetta? I will. I probably will. You know what? Even better, I will not even do a one visit of Bayonetta. I'll make it a series. It might happen on occasion, but I'll do Bayonetta, and then we'll go from there. Please, please don't leave. Please don't leave me. I need attention. But like I said, I need to do Devil May Cry because I think it was one of my first visits that I did on the channel, but I'm pretty sure my video got taken down because the game had music, it had some like really cool, like I think it was like rock music that I think I got like in trouble for. It was almost like the Kolyoko kind of thing. And I was like super upset, especially because that was gonna be my first like entry into playing Devil May Cry, because I think there's like 6 or 7 games in the franchise. I don't really know. But again, I don't know much about Devil May Cry. And I'm probably gonna make a lot of Devil May Cry fans unhappy when I say this, because one of my friends said that they were seething with disappointment and rage when I said this. So I'm preface this right now. I'm sorry in advance, I guess. I don't know much of Devil May Cry yet at the time of this video, but the only thing I know about Devil May Cry is that I think there's like 6 games in it, that the guy Dante's like really funny and cool and he's got like a bunch of weapons apparently. I don't know like, I think it's like 7 games in the franchise, maybe, I don't know. And then they had like a Netflix show that I actually enjoyed. Like, I think the Netflix show was good, but to be fair, I didn't know what I was getting into until I found out that JYB, Johnny Young Bosch, was voicing it. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'll definitely be down on this. Although my friend was upset because I guess Johnny Young Bosch was already involved with Devil May Cry. And I remember asking him, I was like, is that a problem? He's like, yeah, well, I mean, it's not, but he voiced this character, so it's weird having him voice the main character. And I was like, is that a problem? He's like, I don't know, like, he's good, but I don't see him as Dante. And I was like, well, I don't know who Dante really is. So again, at the time of this video, I don't know a thing about Devil May Cry enough to like really like agree or disagree with his argument. My only thing was, does it matter? And he said he voiced some other person. I don't actually know. Mixio says, please tell me you know who Juliet Starling is. I need a reason to stay on this channel because you're really letting me down today. No, all right. Stop. We did Lollipop Chainsaw on stream together. Now, granted, I still have to beat that game because YouTube does not like that game. So I'm actually thinking about making that a Twitch-only playthrough. So YouTube, I know, you probably, some of you guys, maybe 2 or 3 of you guys are like, no, play Lollipop Chainsaw. For those that don't know, I played Lollipop Chainsaw last year during my birthday week / Halloween week / 5 Days of Fright specials. And why am I fighting these guys? Ross, I don't think I've been in your channel yet on Lollipop Chainsaw. Oh, well, it was last year around my birthday. / Halloween / 5 Days of Fright special. I don't need to say that every damn time. And for those that don't know, every year, I'm trying to make it consistent, but it's getting harder and harder to find horror games. But every year, I try to be consistent to celebrate both my birthday and Halloween. Yes, I was born on Halloween. No, it's not a big deal. No, if anything, it's actually kind of lame having a birthday on a holiday. It's kind of mid, but whatever, I digress. But last year, I played Lollipop Chainsaw because I didn't know what I was getting into. But I heard Hot Cheerleader, and I was like, all right, sign me up. And the game was so ridiculous that I legitimately was like, I don't think I can play this game for YouTube. And I've had it on my back. I've legitimately had the game on my back burner for the longest time, thinking, when am I going to go back to this? Should I play this for myself, or should I play it on camera? And I'm so far leaning to this idea of like doing a Twitch only gay, where I just, well, obviously I've done it before with some games, and YouTube, in case you guys are like, oh, V, you're not doing it for us. That's not true. I've done some games for you guys as well, YouTube. Wait, is that the way I'm supposed to go? Or which way do I go? I actually forgot how, I'm lost. But I did Lollipop Chainsaw for I think like 2 episodes. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't think I can play this game on channel. It was so nuts. And Mixio, because I know you're probably caring. The last place I got in Lollipop Chainsaw was I fought this Viking dude. And it was kind of ridiculous. I don't remember that area. I think it was, what, a farm? I went through a farm, and then I remember mowing down a lot of zombies, and then it eventually made me find a bug where I got hit by an invisible zombie, but my friend was like saying, no, V, you just dealt with a bug. And I remember fighting... No, it wasn't... No, wasn't it a woman? Wasn't it like... I remember a farm. No, I'm confusing everything. No, I'm trying to remember. God, it was last year. Why can't I remember last year? What do we do? Sorry, give me a second, YouTube. Oh, what do we do? We fought a... I think it was... No! I remember. It was like this, like, woman that likes peace, I think. Because I remember her, like, ripping herself in two and then ripping herself again. I remember the area. I know it was a farm. I remember distinctly that we were on a farm area. Because I remember mowing down zombies. I remember having a bug. I know that for a fact. So... And I remember, yes, okay, it's coming to me now. I think the farm area is the last area I beat because I remember at the end of it that we met Juliet's dad, and I think we're supposed to go to the city to save someone. I don't really remember. It sucks that I can't remember. I wish my memory was better. On the farm, the final boss is Mariska. Is that the woman that's like, all about love and peace and tranquility and stuff, man? Like, she gives me, like, female Shaggy vibes. Like, what's the appropriate term to call her? Is it hippie? Is it hippie chick the proper term? I don't know what the term you call her is. But she was just like, oh, just believe in peace, man. And everything's gonna be great. Like, that was the last thing I remember. And I remember uploading it to YouTube. But then YouTube was like, this content is too mature. You need to up your age rating on this video. And I was like, okay, fine. And I upped the age rating for the video, and I think I only got like 5 views. And I was just like, oh, And I'm not saying that I'm too thirsty for views, but your boy's thirsty for views right now, so please watch my videos. But at that point, I was like, maybe putting this on YouTube is not a good idea. So again, Twitch, I'm thinking about if I just have like a random day, I have nothing else to do, I have no plans, and I don't know, just don't want to play anything else. I might just do a day where I just beat the rest of Lollipop Chainsaw on Twitch. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Share with me on the comment section. I'll definitely be included to it. But yeah, and I will finalize by saying, yes, I do need to play Bayonetta. I do need to play Devil May Cry. I like the anime. I don't know who the flip this like lady person is, but she's super awesome. And she's an ass kicker, so that's already a plus in my book. What? I'm attracted to power. I've gone on record and said that. Bottom line is, she's awesome, and I want more of it. And I don't know much about Devil May Cry. Apparently, I've seen it. I've seen season 1. They announced the season 2, and I talked to my friend, and he was like, V, you gotta play Devil May Cry. And I was like, I tried. It's like, no, just play Devil May Cry. He's telling me to play Devil May Cry, and he's actually making me consider doing it for a 1 visit, like, again. And I was like, but I don't want to get in trouble. He's like, V, at this point, who cares if you get in trouble? If you like your channel and you like your viewers, you want to give them something that you're going to like and they're going to like. You want to play Devil May Cry, your fans want to like Devil May Cry, go play Devil May Cry. Who cares what YouTube and Twitch and everything says? And I'm like, I mean, I care, but I don't want to get my channel in trouble. It's like, V, you're too small of a content creator anyway. Just play it. What's the worst that can happen? So, again, I'm going to play Devil May Cry one of these days, and Bayonetta. But if I get in trouble, I'm going to assault my friend. So if you guys find me unable to do streaming for a long time, it's because I played these games, and I'm going to hope I don't get in trouble for it. So expect a future 1 visit. At the very least, a 1 visit of Bayonetta and a 1 visit of Devil May Cry as soon as I get my hands on them, all right? Thank you for listening to my very long TED Talk. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the showcase because I feel like everyone's gonna be on it. How did I get here? Oh, because I was talking about Ninja Gaiden, which is another game for... Wow, there's a lot of games I need to, like, play, huh? I didn't realize there were so many. Is this what happens when you just commit to, like, RPGs and platformers? Like, I didn't realize there were so many games I still have yet to play. I actually should write that down, that I have to play Devil May Cry and Bayonetta and Ninja Gaiden. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Where should I start? Which one's the better of the three? Actually, I shouldn't say that, because everyone probably has their likes and dislikes. There's probably people who are like, play Bayonetta first. There's probably people who play Devil May Cry. I do need to go back to Lollipop Chainsaw, though, because Lollipop Chainsaw was so damn fun. It was so... It was different. It was, like, way worse than when I played Bully. But it's right on the edge of, am I allowed to play it? And I don't think I can play this. I'm pretty sure Twitch will let me. After the last game shows over the last 2 weeks, I got 36 new titles on my list. Wait, after the last game shows over the last 2 weeks, I got 36 new titles on my list? What do you mean by that, my friend? Oh, between all the games that were announced? Speaking of, I really need to go back to that list, because I've been just go on this kick. What is the next one on the list? I'm just kind of scrolling through. Joe and Mac Retro Collection. Don't know what the flip that is. Next page. Also, I think I'm at the point where I gotta fight the Shakan boss. I'm just gonna go save again. Fast-paced desert action game, Fading Echo. Don't know what that is, so meh. I talked about No Straight Roads. I'm definitely looking interested in that one. Residents of Plague Tale Legacy announcement. Oh yeah, didn't they been doing? I've been hearing about that Plague Tale game. How are they at that now? 4? Are there 4 games in the franchise? I've been hearing a lot about that game too.
Young man.
Detecting the presence of a powerful demon, but then again, I also detect the potential of making some money. Go in and get me rich. Now, is this cutscene gonna be different because of Yoko now? I'm curious.
That power has been sealed away. It is forbidden to release it.
This so far looks the same.
It, locking up what offends you. Don't you feel any shame, oh Archangel?
You had best watch how you speak to me, silly child.
I'm pretty sure she could probably destroy
Our
you.
Lord thinks in ways beyond you. He had his reasons for sealing you away.
If that is what your blind faith tells you, cling to it until the world dies.
The world? What are you doing?
Something awesome. Check out this incredibly cool camera angle.
I feel it. My true power is resting here.
I'm hoping this cutscene's different, but so far it's the same. What does it get different because of my choices with Yoko? At least I'm pretty sure I'm on Yoko's path, right? I don't know. Did I mess something up? Now I'm nervous. I hope I'm not going for Tao. I thought I was doing things for Yoko. Now I'm not confident. I don't know. I'm here. Sorry. I just had to wait to make my dramatic entrance.
Hiromine?
Wait!
I have no more words to spare for you.
You're not cool enough for me to waste my
work is
breath on.
complete.
Farewell, loser.
Farewell, Archangel.
Alright, so now I got... Okay, so it's the same thing. So then, skip. I'm just gonna take down Abdio. Let's get this over with.
This battle is for Atsuta. Use all we have to defeat Abdiel.
Man, I thought it was gonna be different because of Yoko. Which now makes me worried. I hope I'm not on Tao's route now. I better not be. Otherwise, this is gonna suck. Whatever. I'm just gonna go back to the list. Well, see, I'm kind of a little nervous because I feel like I'm making a lot of people upset with today because a lot of the games I was mentioning I don't know or haven't played. But whatever, I'm gonna make people upset. It is what it is. I know that this is the company that made the Yakuza games, which I know a lot of people have been asking me to play. I have yet to play Yakuza. I'm still trying to figure out where to start with that. We'll see. We'll talk more about that in the future.
Impossible. How could I have fallen?
But they apparently announced... No, not announced, but I guess they made a game teaser a long time ago that they called something else. And now they gave an official title. And it's called Stranger Than Heaven. And it's the same company that made the Yakuza games, which, again, yes, for those who have been asking, I will find a way to play Yakuza. I just need to get money and time in my corner, in my pocket. But they made this, or they announced this game officially now, called Stranger Than Heaven. I have no idea what the heck Stranger Than Heaven is, but it looks good. Welcome, Adi, to the stream.
Done. That was well fought.
Who's jumping in saying Inaba? Adi, you came... I just got off of a tirade about Persona 4. I was just talking about that at the beginning of the video. Well, technically in part A.
Ah, you've returned. Do enlighten me with tales of what transpired within Shakan.
Blah, blah, blah. Don't care. I just want to know if I'm still on Yoko's route.
I see. As I suspect... And as...
Desiring how she came to serve Breathful. Is this the same thing? I feel like this is the same thing.
It is. After
How do I know if I'm
no
on
doubt that is why
Yoko's
she
route?
Approached you as well. In other words, now that she's a
Yeah.
Nahobino, it is.
Actually, wait. Do I still get Tao if I'm going for Yoko?
I never thought I'd hear an angel instructing us to go to the Empyrean.
Adi, to get you up to speed, yes, obviously Persona 4, because hell yes. But this episode so far, I've been talking about, like, a lot of the games that were recently announced between the recent showcases. I'm sensing a lot of Persona 4 references gonna happen. Everything's great at your true Ness. I was just talking about that a short while ago. And to get you up to speed, this episode's about me, like, looking up some of the stuff that's announced, games that were just recently announced between, like, the Xbox showcase, the PlayStation showcase, things like that. I'm so excited to sing that along with Nanako. I am too, depending on who Nanako's new voice is, because there's a chance we might get a different voice actress for Nanako. We'll see. And I'm also gonna prepare you, Adi, because I realize I've been making a lot of people upset with me because a lot of people are kind of finding out that there's a lot of games I've not played before. Like, I never got into Devil May Cry, I only watched the anime, the Netflix one. I haven't played Bayonetta properly. Mixio's definitely upset with me on that one. And I haven't played Ninja Gaiden, even though they made a 4th game that they just announced. And I talked about how I didn't get to because I lost my copy of Dragon Sword for DS. It's a long thing. Bottom line is, I'm making a lot of people upset because there's a lot of games I haven't messed with. But yes, I am super excited for Persona 4 Revival. I wish they freaking called it Rewind, though, man.
As a Nahobino, we could potentially... In any case, we should return to Tokyo for now. There is much to fill you in on, and we should discuss our next move.
It's okay, I'm not upset. I'm just happy that your favorite is Persona 4. That's all I need. Oh, absolutely. Oh, God, yeah. I've said on record, even in the beginning of this episode, that the 4 things that caught my interest was in order. Number 1 was Persona 4. Number 2 is No Straight Roads 2, even though I need to beat that. Number 3... Well, actually, what was number 3 again? Because I know the 4th one was Pragmata. What was the other game I was interested in? I'm spacing right now. See, my memory sucks. Mixio says, I'm disappointed with Persona 4 Remake. Atlas is doing everything to not show anything from P6. I have nothing against the P4 Remake. It's a great announcement, but where's P6? They're probably still working on it. Which is probably... I bet money that what they're doing is trying to buy time for Persona 4. And I'm going to call it right now, although I might call it something different. By the time we get like the proper release for Persona 4, they're gonna do a sneak teaser for Persona 6. Like, I guarantee you they're gonna do it. But if anything, we're all on Persona 6. Where the flip is my Persona 5 arena? Where's my I don't know, Persona racing game? Which, speaking of, that was the next thing I was gonna talk about, is they're doing this Sonic racing game that I already don't have an interest in. And yes, I know, everyone's gonna be like, but V, you like Persona. Sorry, I know you like Sonic. I do, but I don't know how to feel. There's a reason I'm bringing up Persona now on this one too, not just because of what chat's saying, YouTube, but they teased for the upcoming Sonic racing game that they're bringing the guy from Yakuza. I haven't played it. They're bringing Hatsune Miku, which threw me for a loop, and they're bringing Joker into a racing game. I'm not joking. I saw that trailer and I was like, are you freaking serious? They got the heavyweight of surpassing Persona 5. Just let them take their time. You know what? I honestly, I didn't think that they needed to remake Golden. I think Golden's still a fantastic game. It's still my favorite game. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm just more concerned about the voice actors and actresses because I'm hearing a lot of like good and bad things. Where am I supposed to go here? Return to Tokyo, devise a plan. Okay. I'm hearing a lot of good and bad things. Does it take much time to make a game? Especially nowadays. I do agree with you. But we also got to be fair, Mixio. We all want to make sure that our games are really, really good. Like, a lot of people didn't like the Cyberpunk thing. I was probably one of the only people that didn't have an issue when Pokemon Violet came out. Actually, I don't even think I had any bugs. So they probably want to make sure that Persona 4 is godly. They should make the Dojima from Heim Daisy voice Dojima.
Yeah, damn it, Nanako. Did you find out that I was being cast in Persona 4 Revival?
Like, what?
That's right, I was cast in Persona 4 Revival. It's gonna be me. They cast me in the game. There's just nothing about it. This is what it is.
Like, what do you mean, Dad?
Just shut up, Nanako. Give me that pistachio ice cream. And make sure it's got extra.
Dad? Dad, not again.
What? Every day's great at your dudes. Alright, gotta get back in the murder case.
God, I love doing drunk Dojima. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite impressions. I can't do it good, but every time I think about drunk Dojima, anybody right now, please look up the Persona 4 Heim Daisy. It's so good. I love doing drunk Dojima. That is one of my favorite things that I've done in this channel. Ever since we did it in Persona 3, and even before in Shin Megami, actually, wait, was it Shin Megami? No, I think it was Persona 3 that started. I freaking love it. Those ice creams do be powerful, just saying. You have no idea.
Now then.
It began to explain back in Shakan. The power to shake in your glory is waiting in Tokyo, as you know.
Dad, you're not supposed to read that. Dad, wake up. Dad.
What is this? What's this paper in front of me? The script? Do we get paid? Where's my pistachio ice cream?
It's like, Dad, for the love of... Let's go get some pistachio ice cream. It's in the other room over there.
Yeah, I like pistachio ice cream. This is my favorite pistachio ice cream.
And they're gone. All right, they left my room now. All right, we're good here. Anyway, I'm just going to skip all these cutscenes.
I'll tell you everything I know.
I know about the war of the Nahobino and the gods of the Dojima pistachio ice cream. Adi's making more Persona 4 Heim Daisy comments. Oh my god, I'm so totally fat. Wait, how did that go?
Everything I know about Nahobino.
Adi, what was the beginning? I think it was like at the very beginning it was like, but first, would you like to see a totally unrelated 15-year-old girl in a bikini? It's like, oh my god, I'm so totally fat. And the guy was just like, oh yeah. Anyway, let's go see what your uncle's doing. And before anyone takes that out of context, that's not from me, that's from the Heim Daisy comic. Which is why I'm looking forward to Persona 4's revival. And I'm looking forward to playing Persona 4 Golden. It is gonna be probably one of my favorite playthroughs of all the Vitamin DGR channel.
Hey. Can you hear me?
We do get Tao? Can I petition to change the title? Why is it Revival instead of Rewind? That's what I'm saying, Adi. That's exactly what I'm saying. And Mixio, I saw your comment of the 12 years for one game. Again, they probably just want to like take their time. Okay, I admit, I wish we got Persona 4. I'm gonna say Rewind because I like Rewind more. Actually, Replay is not bad either. Bottom line is, I don't want to call it Revival because there's no revival to this. It's already alive. Like, it's not dead. I don't know why they're calling it Revival. There needs to be a reason why they're calling it Revival, unless there's something I don't know. Like, why are they calling it Revival? Like, I get with Reload because of the whole Evoker thing. So why are we calling it Revival? What aspect of Persona 4 is Revival? Unless it's like, oh, well, I mean, maybe they can make a parallel to, please don't defend them. Well, wait. So I'm just thinking, like, the only thing I could think of to maybe why they called it Persona 4 Revival might be because of the whole Izanagi thing. No, that doesn't make sense. Maybe it's gonna be Izanami's revival because she kind of comes back. No, but that wouldn't really affect like the cast. Like, I don't get that. Why would they call it Revival? I'm trying to make a parallel to like the story of Izanagi going to what is it, Hirotsu Yomi? To Yomi, the place where Izanami was dragged in. I love Persona games, but hate Atlas. No way Revival makes sense. I don't know, like, there's gotta be a reason why they called it Revival. I can't... With the TV theme, just make it Rewind or Replay. That's why I thought it was, but I'm actually trying to think of why they called it Revival. Like, I'm trying to think of any possible connection to Revival, but I can't think of it. I was really honestly trying to make a whole parallel to, like, Izanagi going to Izanami when she's dragged to the underworld into Yomi, and he's trying to, like, find her, and the whole, like, I'll make sure 1 million people are dead, and he's like, well, I'll make 1,500,000 people are alive, or something like that. Oh no, 1,000 people die, and then 1,500 people are living. Like, no, what's the quote? I'm messing up my quote. I think Izanami said, for what you've done... Okay, I'm about to nerd out. The story of Izanagi at a point leads to Izanami being dragged into Yomi, and Izanagi, the Allfather, decides to go and... Or the Allfather Japan, decides to go and get her back, and sees her face when she's all ugly and hideous because Yomi sucks, it's hell. And she's like, how dare you see me? And Izanagi runs like hell, get out of there. And then Izanami says, well, for what you've done, I will make sure 1,000 people die every day. And then Izanagi's like, well, then I'm gonna make 1,500 people live. I'll give birth to 1,500 people. Which, I don't know, the way you look at it, it's still kind of bad because 1,000 people are still dying. But hey, you know what? The math is more in our favor. Bottom line is, I don't know why they called it Revival. I can't think of it. And I'm also curious of why Tao's here. Am I messing something up? I'm gonna be so upset if I'm doing this and we still get Tao. They released the game, only released it 3 more times later with additional content. Look at Mortal Kombat. Didn't they do something like that? They did Mortal Kombat, then they did Complete and stuff. That's why I'm afraid to buy Metaphor Fantasio, because it seems to me that they'll show any minute Metaphor Fantasio Royal or something like that will be released. I mean, that's fair. I understand that argument, but to be fair, they haven't done it all the time. I mean, look about games like Soul Hackers 2. They haven't made a Soul Hackers 2 reimagining or anything like that. And to be fair, Persona kind of, I don't know. I'll admit, this is definitely a biased opinion, but to me, it feels like when they make some of these games, they have plans, but they don't have the time to do everything. And of course, yeah, it's a good business strategy because it sells. It sells. If you have, for example, you had Shin Megami... Well, actually, no. Using Shin Megami is not a good argument for that. But I was going to say, like, think about how Shin Megami 5 was back then. There's clearly content they wanted to do, but couldn't because of time constraints, financial constraints, whatever, and eventually just settle with the normal version, Shin Megami 5. And then eventually we got Vengeance. I don't think that's a good argument to make, but the reason I was going to draw a parallel is because Persona, they have a story, they have a plan, and maybe they just can't afford to do everything they want in one shot. So they eventually make Reload, or Golden, or Royal, or, I don't know, Revival, even though I really think they should have called it something else. And I'm curious, John Atlas, why do you call it Revival? Someone needs to tell me. Can we get Midori? I know people haven't forgotten about Midori, right? Our main leaker for Persona stuff. Please tell me we're gonna get something on Revival, or explaining why it's called Revival instead of Rewind or Replay or Reset. Actually, they probably wouldn't call it Reset because they'd be making parallels to Reset, even though Reset is awesome. But I digress. I'm talking too much. I'm more focused on this because I'm like, why the flip is Tao here? Now I'm concerned because I hope I'm still on Yoko's thing. But it seems like I'm getting Tao's thing and I'm nervous. Like, I hope I didn't do anything wrong.
Sorry, I know it's a surprise.
Like, I know this might be spoilers. Or I might potentially be asking for spoilers, but can I just get like a bit of a confirmation? If anybody knows, because I honestly am trying to go for Yoko, but it so far is playing the exact same way, so I don't know. Am I still set for Yoko's path? You explain like a man who covers up the greed of a big company and pulls the wool over the eyes of an ordinary player. What do you mean? You make it sound like I'm trying to defend Atlas so that way they can possibly hire me to be a part of Persona 4's next project. I would never be betraying people's expectations for that. Please sign me up, Atlas. I need a job. I would never betray you guys' expectations. Like I said, I'm a tell it like it is guy. I would definitely not blindly give Atlas every kind of compliment so they could possibly hire me for their next projects. Yeah, so does anyone know if I'm still set on Yoko's route?
Yeah, well, you're not wrong there. It's really good.
I guess I'll skip the cutscene, I guess. This feels like the same. I'm not sipping! Okay, I appreciate John Atlas, alright? I just strongly appreciate that they've not let me down. Also, I don't know, should I let this cutscene go? No, seriously, full focus!
She did die.
Am I set on Tao? Like, is there a way to know if I'm on Yoko's route?
And the form I hold now, it is her soul reborn by a power beyond description.
This is normal?
As goddess of creation, my purpose is to guide the Nahobino to the throne.
I just remember what I said about the scenes being copy-paste. Yeah, but like every one of these scenes, I was kind of hoping there'd be at least one. Oh, then I'll just skip this. I can't skip. I was kind of hoping it would be like, oh, maybe Yoko looks at you different, or I don't know, you have glowing eyes like Yoko. Just something. Now I can skip.
Until then, I ask only this. Will you let me fight at your side?
You think I'm weak? I'm not weak. You're weak.
I assure you, I can fight off a fair...
Well, skip then, I guess. I guess that means I could skip all these cutscenes then, and if they're just gonna be the same.
Good to see you, Director Koshimizu.
When does it get different?
Is it Isanokami? I almost didn't recognize you.
Willy Bongo Satan's boobs. Your obsession with him is
now awakened as a goddess to guide
scaring me.
Then
Mixio, I'm not simping for
the next
Atlas.
recreation is at hand.
I'm just strongly appreciative of Atlas's actions. Don't get me wrong, I'm not blindly buying all of Atlas's stuff. Not that foolish. I at least wait a week. I'm kidding, I'm done. Skip.
The path to the Imperial long before, however.
Yeah.
So the first director.
Yes.
Yes, I say we.
Alright, let's fuse. I'm blinded by Junes. Clearly Yosuke's got a future. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I wonder if they are going to remake Golden exactly, because I know there's a couple of controversial things with Golden. Like Yosuke's whole personality, the thing with Kanji and Naoto, which I don't think is controversial, but I can see how it can be a little bit. Whatever. We'll talk more about that. We'll talk more about Persona in the future. But let's see. What time is it? It's been 1. Has it been about 2? I think it's been about 2 things. Well, I'll keep going a little bit longer. But I want to talk about some more upcoming games. I don't like Teddy for the most part.
Just a moment.
What?
Make sure to open up that ley line found. That way, we'll be able to head back, just in case.
I don't mind if you simp for Atlas, go for it. I don't simp! I just appreciate. There's a difference. There is a difference. I just like Atlas really, 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 really a lot. Alright, I just really like Atlas. There's a difference. I don't like Teddy for the most part. What do you mean? Teddy's adorable! Teddy saves Nanako's life. Like, I don't care what you say. Some people may be annoyed by Teddy, but honestly, Teddy's like the adorable big brother that I just totally dig. Huh? Oh, that's not bad. I just got an alert from Autobot. He's too pervy? Nah, he's not. He's hilarious. He's just very delighted to see a bunch of girls. Like, there's no problem with that. Maybe you need to have a sense of fun in yourself, Audie. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh wait, no, I can't keep going. This is part B. I forgot. We already did part A. I have to stop. He's just like me. No, I am. Well, actually, hold on. Actually, wait, hold on. That's a compliment, because I'm thinking about like how attractive Teddy's human self is. Like, again, think about it. This guy grows a body. You know how cool that is? To just become a shadow, or to be a shadow and just make a body? One that constantly gets attraction, and it's voiced by Sam Riegel. Have you heard his chill voice? That guy's got the voice of a smooth operator, man. He'd be like, oh, but I really want you to grill this meat, miss. Only you can do it. And the mom's like, oh no, I stop. I have a husband. It's like, but I really need you to grill it. I need to stop. I realize I'm talking too much. But were there any other games in this list I wanted to talk about? I guess the only last ones I'll talk about is that they're doing Resident Evil Requiem. Which, I mean, I already talked about Resident Evil, so I'm probably going to definitely have an interest in that one. I hope it... When does it come out, actually? I think it comes out next year, right? Yeah, it does come out next year. Which kind of sucks, because I was hoping it come out this year. I would love to play one of the newer Resident Evil. I would love to play Resident Evil on channel, at the very least for a 1-visit. Problem is, I played most of them, so it's going to be kind of meh. But I know what to end this episode on. There is one last thing, and this is actually something that is coming out this year. So I know, viewers, I've talked a lot this episode, but there is one thing I'd like you guys to consider. There is a game coming out that I have quite a lot of interest in right now, because it gives me Stellar Blade vibes mixed with Black Myth Wukong. And I saw Hot Girl chopping up people, and I was like, well, like I said, I'm addicted to power. But it's called Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. I urge you guys to look into it. Yes, exactly that. It literally looks like Chinese Stellar Blade, which I don't know if it's a good or bad thing to say. So in case it is a bad thing, then I apologize. I just couldn't think of any other parallels other than yes. I've even said it before on the channel. One of the only things I regret when it comes to playing Stellar Blade is I regret beating it off camera. I really think I should have played that game on camera, because Stellar Blade is flipping fantastic. That was one of my games of the year last year. And I did the 1-visit, obviously, which you can find on my YouTube. But man, I wish I could erase my memories and play Stellar Blade on this channel. It's too late, unfortunately. I've done everything except that newer DLC. Like, I think they had something with that Nikkei game that I really need to get into, now that I think about it. But Stellar Blade is so good. No, it's not just good. It's amazingly good. So with that being the case, I'm kind of tempted. So when Wu Chang comes out, which I think comes out in July, a month and change from now. I think it's, yeah, a month from now. I'm gonna probably do like Stellar Blade. Well, I'm gonna do a one visit, and then depending on the circumstances and timing, which I'll be done with a bunch of games by then. At least I plan to be done with a couple of games that I should hopefully incorporate in as a series, which I'll also say, July is going to be an interesting month, folks, because I'm thinking about doing some changes to the channel. I'm thinking about changing up the order of some of my playthroughs. Like, I'm thinking about moving this to, like, a different day. I'm thinking about changing up the days I have off and the days I do stream. My Wednesdays and my Saturdays are probably going to still be the same. I'm thinking about also doing Sunday streams. Because I realized that a lot of people like coming in on Sundays, and I'm finding myself lately with more opportunities to get Sundays free. At the same time, I'm thinking about changing up a bunch of my block, especially for like Tuesdays. I like my retro days on Tuesdays, don't get me wrong, but there's also times where I'm like late because of circumstances. So I'm thinking about it. But one of the bigger things I'm definitely trying to work on is I'm trying to introduce group streams. I'm not going to go too much into it because I want to leave some stuff as a surprise, but I will say I have some plans for the channel. I'm trying to get some friends to join me. I finally was able to get, well, I shouldn't say finally. To be fair, it's on me. I take that back. It was on me because of my own circumstances, but I think I'm able to finally get some friends on the stream out of the circumstances finally being done. Like, I'm able to get some freedoms and actually do this. And I'm also trying to incorporate more things. I'm trying to do a lot for the channel. And I realize it may seem a little overwhelming. And I'm right now, currently, I'm in the mindset of just throwing everything at me. And then if I get overwhelmed, then I'll have to take a break. But for now, I don't feel overworked. So we're going to see what happens. Otherwise, thank you all for tuning in for this episode. I got to stop it here because I realized part A was long. So we're going to keep it moving and we're going to end it here. What have we learned from today's episode? There are more games talked about. I didn't go through all of it. And yes, a good majority of this episode was spent with everyone being upset about the fact that there's several games I haven't played. Yes, I need to play Bayonetta. Yes, I need to play Devil May Cry. Yes, I need to play Ninja Gaiden. Apparently, I need to play Children of Lana, according to Mixio. I am really interested in Wu Chang. I know right now, as we speak, it's just blind interest. But I saw a trailer, I heard the music, and that was enough for me to just have a smile on my face and just look like Harry Partridge in that animated video with him in Skyrim. I was just like, yes, I need this in me now. And I don't know, I have high hopes because I freaking love Stellar Blade. It was out of nowhere for me. Yes, I'll admit, what got me at first was how cute and how hot Eve was. And again, I'm attracted to power. But when I played this game, finding out the music slapped, the gameplay was awesome, I was like, oh, hold on, this might be nice. And then when I did that one visit, I was like, yo, I need to play Stellar Blade. And I did that for a straight week. Actually, a little over 2 weeks. It was kind of hard to do that while playing other games, now that I think about it. But man, when I beat Stellar Blade, I'm so upset it didn't get enough, like, nominees last year, man. I think the Game Awards are rigged. Then again, Persona 5 lost to Zelda. And I'm not saying anything ill on Zelda, because I know Zelda's legit, but come on, man. You lost to Zelda? Xenoblade lost to God of War? Clearly, I don't care about the Game Awards all that much. I'm just making a joke here. But again, look into Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. It comes out July. Actually, what day does it come out? I think it's July 20-something. Wu Chang Fallen Feathers comes out July 24th. Okay, there you go. So look into it. Check out the trailer. There's 2 trailers right now that just look divine. But again, we don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, I stick by my words. I'm still going to try it out at the very least for a one visit. We'll go from there. There are a bunch of other games that were talked about on the showcases that I might not have mentioned, so let me know. And if there are any of the games that I talked about today that you have an interest in, then let me know in the comment section. And lastly, please forgive me for not playing some of these games. Mixio in particular. I'm sorry I haven't messed with Bayonetta. I'm sorry I haven't done Devil May Cry. I'm sorry I haven't done Ninja Gaiden, but I will in time. It just is a matter of when, not if. You have my vitamin word. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Depends on the circumstances. But yeah, for those more invested in Shin Megami, yeah, we did it. We beat the 3rd area. I still have to go and get all the meme on and all that jazz, but I'll probably run around and do that off camera. It's not a big deal. I thought about doing some of these side quests, but I don't really think I need to. The thing that matters to me right now is next episode, we're beating the 4th area, and I really, really, really hope we are going to be on set for Yoko's route, because this is it. This is the last, like, open world area to explore. And then after this, it's just the Tower of Eternity and then the end game, right? So we're on the end game. This is the final stretch of the road, which means that sooner or later, Shin Megami is going to be done. Sooner than some people may realize. Or, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. You kill me so often by reminding me that you haven't played Bayonetta. I've played it! I know there was a garden scene. I think there was a garden scene. I'm like 20% certain that there was a garden scene. There had to have been. Was there not? Didn't we, like, explore, like, a little garden or something? Like, it had, like, a fountain? Was there not a garden scene? Or a garden area or something? You know what? If there was a garden area, let me know in the comment section. I'm going against Mixie on this one. I may be 20% certain, but I'm confident at 20%. I know there was a garden area with, like, a fountain or something in the middle. I know there was. I can't exactly remember, but cemetery? There had to be a garden. There had to be. Like, I know there is, because you get, like, the hair thing and you transform your... Whatever. Okay. I know it sounds like I'm crazy, but I know I played Bayonetta before. I know that I have. I know I have. Because I got it from my uncle. He let me play it on 360, and then I moved, and then I didn't get a chance to do it. Which is funny, because I remember that he told me I had to buy it from him when I was like, can't you just give it to me on my birthday? And he was just like, no. Thanks, Unc. But bottom line is, I have to play Bayonetta, I have to play Devil May Cry, I have to play Ninja... I have to play a lot of games, okay? I know, I have to play a lot of games. This is one of the perks of having a channel. You guys can help motivate me to finally play these games. I know, it's the most arrogant, selfish thing. But clearly, by people like Mixio who are not letting up about the fact that I've apparently wounded them by not playing Bayonetta, it means that I have a duty to do this. So there's a lot of games I have to play. I still have to play Doki Doki. I still have to play that Me-side game that Ash was talking about. There's a lot. There's a lot of games I have to play. Believe me, my list is just growing, and at this point, I'm going to be overwhelmed. But you know what? I'm not overwhelmed now, so we'll see. But again, if you enjoy this content, make sure to follow me on Twitch with the handle of VitaminDGR. Subscribe to help support the channel, and honestly, the subscriptions help because I pretty much use all those proceeds to get these games anyway, because that way people can finally be like, all right, yeah, finally you played Bayonetta, Devil May Cry, and Ninja Gaiden. And I will. Thank you for the stream. Have a good day. Thank you so much. Honestly, all jokes aside, thank you all for tuning in. It really is just so much fun having you guys around. And like I said, next episode, we're exploring Taito. It's the 4th and final open world area, so not much left to go, folks. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And as always, I'll see you in the next episode.